assistant can take notes from you. Suppose if you want something to it to like record or something to write by itself. Suppose I want my notes to, like, suppose there is an important thing, or suppose I'm on a call, or I want to make it to, like, whatever I'm telling it, I want it to make a list of it. So for that, you can save it notes, that means in the form of text format, .txt notepad format. So for that, we need to we have a function for that. So for that, suppose I firstly, to start it, before, if I say take notes, not take on, yeah, I'll just add it here itself. So take notes is in text. Suppose in my text, if I say take notes, so what I need to do, first it will say, it will ask me, okay, once it started to take, so I'll take what should I write, sir. So once it says what should I write, I can start speaking. So whatever I tell it, I have an idea that, okay, it asks me like this. So once I start speaking, it will automatically takes it, or it automatically note it down. So for that, again, notes is equal to take command. So see here, either you can use the take command function, or else you can, instead of here, so where is it? Yeah, instead of query, you can put notes here, and you can rewrite the whole bunch of the whole thing once again. So I don't want to do once again. I want my code to be neat. So I'll do whatever I store in the take command, or whatever is there in query, I'll put it in the form of notes. I want it in the form of notes. So similarly, the same, when I was speaking to it, it doesn't just take as a command, but it note it down. That's what the difference what I'm doing here. So now it stores notes. Now I want it to open a new file, a file I need to open. So what is a file is, suppose a file need to be notes.txt. txt. Yeah. So notes.txt, the notepad file format. So I wanted to have open a note.txt file, and I want it to write. So W. So W is for writing, and notes.txt is a file name. I wanted to open a new note. So after taking all my inputs, after taking whatever I told, then I wanted to, sometimes I wanted to write the time also when I was telling it, sometimes the time and date also, because sometimes I may need it, or sometimes I won't need it. So I wanted to ask me, should I include date and time? Suppose it asks me like that, then once again I make a variable called answer, and I saved as take command. So in my answer, if yes is there, or sure is there, now similarly current time is equal to, so let's copy this once again from here, and once again current date is equal to, once again I'll copy it from here, I copy it and paste it here. So yeah, so technically what happens, so my current time and my current date, it will also be stored. Now I want these two also to include it, so I write file dot, so in the file write current time, and also write file dot write current date. So both of them I want to include, so they are included. And once they are included, now I wanted to put a something, yeah, I wanted to put as a string like this. Okay, so step by line. So now I'll put it like this. So once it's done, then now I wanted to save whatever notes I told. Okay, so how the format comes is, first it will write the time and then it will write the date, and then this particular symbol will come, a colon as an hyphen, and then it will write the whole notes which I'm telling. Now after taking the notes, I want to know, right, like my notes are done taking or something. So then it will tell done taking notes. So once this whole thing is when I want to have a date and time in my function. Suppose I don't want it, then I'll just put an else function, and then I'll say it as file dot write notes, and then speak done taking notes. So that's for taking notes. So it takes my notes. So I'll just repeat once again the whole code. So to take code, so first the I'll just say take notes. So there are no any additional libraries required for this function. So directly it will ask me what should I write here, and then I'll just tell what I need to write. Suppose some random thing I want to tell, or some random thing I wanted to write down. So it will take it as in the form of take command function, and it will store in the variable called notes. After storing it, it will open a new file called notes.txt, the notepad file format, and the W here indicates the right one. It's not for reading, it's for writing. So W. Then it'll ask me should I include date and time. Again, for the answer, it takes as answer in the form of take command function itself. So and it's stored in the variable called take command. Now, if yes or sure is there in an answer, then it writes the current time, it writes the current date and notes, and then it will say I'm done to taking notes, or else it will directly take the notes and it will say done taking notes. So that is how it takes notes. So I'll try to run this.
Good afternoon.
Take notes.
What should I write, sir?
Today is 9th of April.
Should I include date and time?
Yes.
Done taking notes, sir.
So it's yeah, you may have a question that where did it store it, where the text file is there or something, right? I didn't give any path here, or I didn't give where you need to save. So what happens is the whole command is stay like the whole script is stored in one folder, right? In the same folder it automatically stores a text file also. So you can see here the notes file. Wait, where is it? Wait, I'll try it once again.
Good afternoon.
Take notes.
What should I write, sir?
Today is 9th of April.
Should I include date and time?
Yes.
Done taking notes, sir.
Okay, there's an error. We'll see whether it's stored or not exactly. So along with this, I'll tell you another function. We'll see whether the notes are stored or not. So for that, suppose I leave show notes is there, a function called show notes. Suppose if show notes is there in text, then I wanted to show the notes which it took, right? So for that, I'll say speak opening notes, and then file dot or else file is equal to open. 9, I'll give the file name notes.txt, comma, now it's in a read format, so r, now print file dot read, and speak file dot read. So we'll run it once again. So right now I'll delete this.
Good afternoon.
Take notes.
What should I include date and time?
Yes.
Done taking notes, sir.
Show notes.
Opening notes.
Yeah. So you can see here it stored the date, time here, next date here, 9th April 2021, and the text which I told. Today is 9th of April. So it's working fine. Suppose now I want to, like, if you run this again, what happens is the whole notes get recorrected. I mean, the whole notes got erased, and once again it comes with a new command which you give. So it rewrites itself. The same file, it rewrites itself. So every time you use, the notes will be refreshed. So that is how the notes function works.